Hey, it's your girl Optimistic K, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today is Entrepreneur Tuesday, so let's get to it. Alright y'all, I really had to get myself together this past month. I really, had to remind myself that being an entrepreneur is my main focus and my main goal in life, and that comes at a cost. So let me tell y'all my little struggle story real quick. Alright, so I've been planning this huge 30th birthday bash. I started planning it last June when I had my 29th birthday. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start these businesses, I'm gonna have my huge party, and I'm gonna use it to also be a charity component for my nonprofit. I was going to, have people, instead of giving me gifts, have them give money or donations to my students. So I was just super live about this party, and I've been talking about it. I've been doing like little visits at venues and everything, but then I heard God say, Trini, you need to kind of reevaluate your plans. Now, when I heard that, I was like, nah, I know God ain't telling me to cancel my party. But sure enough, he was. He pretty much reminded me that you do have goals this year, right? You do have things you need to do, so reevaluate your finances and reevaluate your plans and see if they match up. If they don't, something gonna have to go. So I thought it was crazy that he kind of just like reminded me that, you're doing too much, but I'm gonna let you make the decision on what you need to X out. I struggled with this for the past week, and I really was trying to figure out a way to do both. So this whole past week, I've been going back and forth about, am I going to cancel the party? Am I going to, try to balance both and lose a lot of money? Or am I going to do the smart thing and just like reevaluate and just change the plan completely? So this past week, I made the decision to cancel my 30th birthday bash. When I first said that out loud, I was pissed because I was like, I don't normally have parties. I don't normally do things, to celebrate. I've been planning this party since June of last year. And, I was just super excited about having this party because, your 30th birthday is kind of a big deal. So I personally feel like my 30s are going to be the best years of my life. So I wanted to kick it off with a bang, but God planted a seed in my mind and was like, Katrina, you need to really think about this. Are you really going to spend that amount of money on a party when you could be investing it in yourself? I struggled with that, and I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but I had to realize that if I have this stack of goals right here in front of me, and then I have this one party and the cost equals the same amount, it doesn't make sense to have this party. It doesn't make good business sense. So I had to make the decision based off of my entrepreneur brain and not my Katrina want a party brain. I'm saying all this to say that being an entrepreneur costs. Being an entrepreneur requires you to sacrifice your time, your money, your energy, and everything. If you really want it, you're gonna go all in. You're gonna be, dedicated to the process, and you're not gonna care about losing out on something that's so mediocre as a party. You're not gonna care about missing out on certain small things and celebrating these small little events because you're working towards the bigger picture. You're working towards the huge goal. So this week's struggle was sacrifice, but eventually I made the right decision and I decided to drop the party and to just that I just wanted to have a party. But I had to realize that I chose to be an entrepreneur. I chose this lifestyle, and I needed to remind myself that that requires time, effort, and sacrifice. I have to let go of material things and think about practicality. What do I need? Those are the only things that I need to focus on. What do I need? The necessities. So I had to let go of that party idea, but I think that it's the best thing that I could have done because instead of investing in a party, I'm investing in myself and I'm investing in my growth. So I just want to let y'all know that, there's going to be times where you struggle. If you want to be this entrepreneur, you want to build this business, you're still gonna struggle with, making those decisions. God is gonna force you to make those decisions. He's gonna plant that little seed and let you choose which way you're gonna go with it. So I just want to let y'all know that whenever you find yourself struggling with making decisions like that, just think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. Think about the end goal and the ultimate goal. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. And I always say this: what do you want your legacy to be? Another thing I want to say is we have to remember that we have to remove distractions in order to intensify our focus. So me having that party probably would have been a huge distraction. It was already becoming a distraction at the beginning of this year because I was planning a party and doing work, but I was breaking my time and had to do both. So I think that it was the best decision for me to let it go and to get over it. I had to realize that I can have a party anytime and I can, do that whenever, but I can only build a business and focus on making my mark right now because all I have is the present time. All I have is right now. So when I reminded myself of that, I was able to let go and be like, all right, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur right now. And I will party and have fun when the time is right for that. But I just want y'all to remember that being an entrepreneur is about more than just saying you're an entrepreneur. It's about actually making those sacrifices and putting in that time and, working your ass off to be who you see yourself being. That vision is not going to come to real life until you give up yourself and, really, really become dedicated to your craft and dedicated to your process. So y'all stay strong, stay encouraged, stay focused, and understand that having setbacks like this is natural. This is normal. We all struggle. We still human. So just stay focused, keep grinding, and respect the process. And sacrifice and do what you got to do now so that you can have fun later. All right, peace.